From Nintendo Life, did Bethesda just tease Doom 2 for this year's E3? Skipping all of the nonsense, going straight to the quote, says, I couldn't give you any guesses as to what we're going to announce and when those games will be out. But I will say, we have a lot of new stuff to talk about at E3. Whether or not folks realize it, this is the hell on earth time for us with E3. We are in the midst of so much planning and work for all that content, but I'm really excited. Now, Bethesda, for those who may not know, have been slowly hinting and leaking at whatever they're going to be announcing in prior things. I think with the original Doom, whenever they showed it, there was a computer that popped up and it had a bunch of names come out. And one of the names was, what's the new one that they have? I can't think. Oh my gosh. Wolfenstein 2. So one of the things was like W2 or something like that, and then it had the subtitle of the game. And there was a lot of people that's like, did they just leak, like purposely tell us what the next game was going to be a year before they officially announced it? And it turned out it was. Yes. I think it was either on Doom or Fallout that they did the announcement or whatever, like where they teased it. And this time, because no one's going to be saying this is the hell on earth time for us with E3.
It's very specific phrasing.
Yeah, and Doom just happens to take place in hell. Doom 1 did really well. Even the Nintendo Switch version has done really well. So with Doom 2, if a game does well, it's obvious you're going to make another one. So, yeah, I think it's an obvious that sooner or later, whether or not it's at this year's E3 or a separate announcement sometime this year, I think Doom 2 is an obvious thing. And what would make it really cool is if the same people that worked on the port for Doom on the Switch was working on this simultaneously with the company for Doom 2. That way they could have a day-and-day release. That way it doesn't come to the Switch like 6 months later. It comes to it the same day that it does everywhere else. So, yeah. Like, I'm looking forward to this. I don't know if you guys played Doom or like Doom. It's an incredibly non-PG first-person shooter.
Yes.
It reminds me of Halo, but a lot more fast-paced.
Mm-hmm.
So, in Halo, it's like you go to a room, shoot some people, go through a hallway, you enter another area, or like you're outside and you enter an area. But it's like there's just patches of the bad guys. You clear them out, go to the next area, clear them out, go to the next area. And this one, it's like you go to an area, clear out the enemies, and then while you're making your way to the next area, you're also clearing out enemies. So it's like, instead of two battle zones separated by a hallway, it's like even the hallway's filled with crazy bad guys. So it's just Halo, like, ×2. Like, someone just turns the speed up on Halo, which is why I like it. Because I like games like Halo and Destiny and some of those. But yeah. I'm done talking. I've talked too much. I apologize. Daniel, take us.
Where am I taking us?
To your thoughts. Take us to your thoughts on.
Take us to your thoughts.
Yeah.
Also played Doom. Oops.
not just Doom, but there are a lot of people wanting other Bethesda games on the Nintendo Switch. Doom, we just said, did so well. A lot of people are wanting games like Fallout 4 on the Switch. They've already we already know Wolfenstein 2 is coming to the Switch. We're already on the Switch. They'll
probably re-release Skyrim again just one more time. They just really love releasing Skyrim.
I forgot about Skyrim, so yeah.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 seems like the next announcement for the Switch, but Doom 2 I think could be a possibility. So are there other Bethesda games that you want to see coming to the Switch, and what are your thoughts on Doom 2? Again, I don't think he would have used the word hell.
Yeah, it seems a little too intentional. You know, like very specific phrasing to not be like a reference to something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bethesda games that I want to come to Switch. I don't know. They're
RPG
pretty much all moving over. So
it says a Fallout collection and Morrowind.
I was gonna say, like,
Oblivion.
maybe Dishonored. Has Dishonored been done yet for Switch? Like, I think a lot of people really like that.
Yeah, Morrowind and Oblivion in a
Yes, Morrowind,
RPG in the chat. Morrowind was my jam.
Yes.
I never beat it, though. I sunk hundreds of hours into it, and I never beat it because there was this glitch. And every time I reached level 72, the game would crash, and when I would reopen it, all my save data was gone. So I played through the game like 3 times, would hit that point, because I would just do all the side quests and the expansion packs and not the main story.
I had a similar...
And after the 3rd time, I couldn't go back to it.
I had a similar situation with Sonic Adventures on the Dreamcast, because I didn't have a memory card. So I would play through the entire game, but the disc was scratched. So there would always be this cutscene at the end, and sometimes it would cause the game to freeze, and sometimes it would load past it, depending on how lucky I was. So I would wake up, play the game all day, get to the very end of it, and then it would, if I was lucky, it would not freeze, but 90% of the time it would freeze, and if it did, I would just start it over, hoping I could figure out like what happens next. It always drove me crazy. But for some reason, I was never smart enough to purchase a memory card.
Well,
you just kept trying. You kept trying your luck.
Yeah.
Like the little train that could.
So I had a similar experience to you. It wasn't a vastly huge RPG, but it was Sonic. If that counts for anything.
But no, it's upsetting because it's like you put in all this work, and then it just is all for nothing.
Yeah, I blame Kayla. She was the one who...
Probably Kayla's fault. I hadn't met her yet. But it was all her fault.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm capable of doing things that people that haven't met me yet are suffering from.
You wield such great influence.
So, Kayla, do you have any history with Doom or any of the Bethesda games?
It's a good question. I can honestly say I haven't played a lot of Fallout in my life. Played a little bit, tried playing New Vegas, and I got really confused, and I was like, nope, can't do it. Morrowind and Oblivion, easily my favorite. Also Skyrim, when that game first came out, oh my goodness, I was actually still in high school when it came out, and I remember I skipped like 2 weeks straight of school, and my teachers were like, hey, so what happened to Kayla? Is she still alive? And literally everyone in my class was like, Skyrim came out.
She is in Tamriel. She's not coming to school.
Yeah, she's not coming to school, and I just like show up to do like exams, and then I'd take off to go back into the depths. And yeah, so...
So Skyrim took over your life?
It took over my life. But honestly, I'm digging this porting stuff over to Nintendo Switch, because Nintendo is all about like play together, where we have a lot of like really awesome like co-op multiplayer games. And I think being able to port more things over for just kind of like an older audience that are more into more like mature games, more into like that storyline, that depth, and lots of like, the quests and stuff. Like, I think that's really cool for an older audience. And maybe even a younger audience. That's how we get like our young ones into it early.
Yeah, start them early with the...
with Doom.
Visits to hell.
give them...
No!
Start them early with their trip to hell.
Yes.
Wait, wasn't it The Rock was in the Doom movie?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
I do remember. I never watched it.
There's a part at the end where it tries to get serious, and it goes into a first-person view.
Yeah.
To where like you're seeing through the eyes of The Rock,
as well.
And he has like the gun and the chainsaw and everything, and it looks so cheesy. It's like, I get what you're trying to do, but this is why people don't like video game movies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Alright. Anyways.
Maybe the Mario one will finally be good.
Oh, no, don't remind me.
So,
I mean, we already have Detective Pikachu on the horizon, and that's just a disaster in its own already.
Okay, so
really want to see it.
Here's the thing.
Hilarious.
Doing a Mario movie,
Mhm.
which Wreck-It Ralph was kind of like a Mario Kart movie. Like the second half of that movie was all Mario Kart. So
Yeah.
I think instead of getting the people that did Despicable Me to do the Mario movie, they should have got the people that did Wreck-It Ralph to do the Mario movie.
Agreed.
But they're
Yeah.
putting Mario in Wreck-It Ralph 2. So what if it's a spin-off? Like, what if the Wreck-It Ralph universe is canon with the Mario cinematic universe? And then, like, the cameo Mario has in Wreck-It Ralph 2
Mhm.
is, like, it actually connects with the actual Mario movie.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be.
I just really hope that Mario doesn't really have a voice beyond what he already says.
What?
Yeah, and if they have someone other than Charles Martinet, I
Oh,
will kill everyone in the world. Jesse, are you
Oh.
okay?
If you know what's happening in mid-May, something very similar is going to be happening with Mario.
He's gonna kill everyone in the world.
Mario's coming for you guys. Confirmed.
I think if they can have him talk a bit, more than just like, woohoo, mamma mia,
Yeah.
but not too much. If it's too much, it'll start to feel weird and janky.
Yeah.
You gotta find the balance.
All right. Almost got in trouble.
Jesse, what?
Don't you just
What
love
is
not
it?
being able to talk about certain things?
Yeah. All right. So next, we're out of news.
We're out of news.
All right.
End of the podcast. Peace out, guys.
Do you gotta go?
We gotta do the main
I do have to go.
All right. We will
All right.
answer questions.
Really
without
quick. Our first question. Give like a 10-second answer. What is the strangest game you've played from May the Triforce guide you? Strangest game you played. Kayla.
May the Triforce guide you?
That's the guy who asked the question.
That's the username.
Oh, the strangest game I've played?
Yeah.